You have to let go of all expectations. In yoga, this is about non-attachment. Don't you notice that's real unconditional love? Conditional love says that you have to act like X in order to receive my love. You have to be this specific person or have this specific event or characteristic in order to receive my love. Well, that's the old dimension. That's the third dimension, right? That's the paradigm. That's the matrix that has been keeping everybody trapped in fear. You'll notice whether you're manifesting your soulmate, whether you're trying to create a completely new life, everything comes down to your mind. It comes down to these limitations that were preset. Now, I call that programming. It's usually the age 1 through 7, right? Where you're growing up and mommy was telling you things, and right when you have that creative energy, you know, you have this big inspiration, mommy was there to say no, that wasn't real, right? Daddy was there to really pummel you down and treat you like garbage because that power struggle was always going to be recreated and recreated, and that capped your level of what you can experience in this life. Everyone has programming. Everybody. Everyone has some sort of trauma, right? What are you doing about it? That's what this comes down to. Now, I call this meditation. That's what you need to do. All of that blocked energy, all of this trauma, all of these events are stuck in your body somewhere. And this is blocking the chakra system. This is blocking the Kundalini energy from coming online. You want your third eye open, you want to have astral projection, you want to have this cosmic intelligence, you gotta get through that shadow work. You gotta undo the past. You gotta let it go. That's the only way. Now, nobody can do this work for you. All you have to do is create the space. It's not like some technique. It's not about manifesting and journaling and all of this common thing. Now, you have this blocked energy for a reason. This is actually a gift. This is an opportunity presented by the universe so you can wake up. If you have that perspective that it's a negative or that this event happened to you, then you're going to continue to recreate that event in your life in a new person, in a new state, or in a new way until you learn that lesson. That's how this works. That's how your higher self has been presenting all of these obstacles in the first place. You know, in reality, you created that narcissistic boyfriend or girlfriend, right? You created that trauma. You created that event. And yes, it's negative. I'm not here to tell you that it wasn't fun, right? I know that event was very negative. I've had a lot of them myself. However, I am so thankful for them because without those horrible things that happened to me in my past, I would not be who I am today. I don't need to share you the details. I just need you to understand that those are very specific events that happened for a reason. And once you figure out why you created it, hence I said why you created it and not why it happened to you, because you created it, right? When you do that, when you have that level of perception and clarity, and you take full responsibility for your life, that's when you start manifesting. That's when the law of attraction, all of this starts to really work in your favor. Now, the energy in your body, right, is what determines the outcome. Where attention flows, energy goes. So if you're obsessing about that negative thing in your life, if you're constantly thinking about it or constantly feeling guilty, then this is preventing you from getting what you want in life. So what are you doing about it? Right? Come at it with some love. Come at it with some grace. Come at it with some gratitude. And you see how things shift. You see how your perception will shift on that event in your life. And it's like, wow, I'm so thankful that my dad did this to me, or my mom treated me poorly, or that my sister picked on me my whole life, or my dad and my mom and my family was so crazy. And now I finally know why. Because I'm such a magnetic, awesome person now. My vibration is so high because I had to go through that lower vibration to understand that that wasn't serving me anymore. That's your third chakra. Simply put, most people are living in the first two chakra systems, right? Survival, get your roof over your head, you feel good, and then you want to eat some food, procreate, have some sex, and then you're done, right? That's where the majority of mankind is living, unfortunately, in the first two chakra systems. Now, this Kundalini energy, this Kundalini awakening is happening right now. That's what this Great Awakening is. More energy for you to tap into. I call this the fifth dimension. The third dimension is the fear that was keeping people stuck in that lower energy. right? The first two chakras. Now we're into this higher consciousness, activating the heart chakra, unconditional love, speaking our truth into existence, activating the throat chakra, tapping into the intuition through the third eye, tapping into the higher self through your crown chakra. If none of these centers are developed yet, this is where you need to do your work. Now, the most important part of this is the third chakra, because that power center, that's where you draw the line in the sand and say, I've had enough. I'm here for higher consciousness. I'm ready. Everything again in your life has happened for a reason. What are you doing about it, right? Are you welcoming these events in your life? Are you saying, yes, I am open and ready to receive? Or are you all shut down and closed and stuck in that box, that the man and the matrix is trying to force you into your entire life? That's not freedom. That's not love. That's conditional love. That's the third dimension. That's the matrix. That's the old paradigm. It's time to wake up. It's time to go even deeper than you ever thought was possible. Now, this higher self connection is already within you. That's the most beautiful part, is you really don't have to do anything new here. In fact, it's quite the opposite. It's like going backwards, right? Looking at the past as a blessing in your life, looking at those events and how it brought grace into your life. And you have this opportunity right now in order to wake up. There's never been a better time to be alive. This is a very exciting time. You have all the extra time on your hands to look at your shadow, to pull those skeletons out of your closet. Don't focus on the manifesting. Don't focus on those materialistic objects. All of that will come to you as long as it's serving the highest good of all. So are you in line with that unconditional love? Are you in line with the fifth dimension? Are you tapped into your higher self? Are you anchoring in this new energy? Because if you're not, you're a part of the third dimension. You're a part of the matrix. Okay, so ask yourself, this is going to happen, and you're going to go back and forth and back and forth. This is the dance between the head and the heart, right? It's like, oh my gosh, I want this beautiful thing. I want to travel. I want to be in Hawaii. I want to go do all this stuff, right? And then the mind catches up and says, wait, you can't do that. What about this responsibility? What about this? What about that? You'll notice that the mind is always keeping you in fear, right? It's always keeping you in that survival mode. That's that base chakra that I'm talking about. That's this lower vibration. Once you acknowledge that, you pat it on the back and say, yes, I'm good. I'm covered. The universe has my back. Then you can do anything you want. If you have full trust and faith in the universe, you can do anything you want. If your belief system says that this universe is an uncomfortable place, then you're going to experience that. Remember, you have free will. Nobody can take that away from you, not even the universe itself, not even God, Krishna. Nobody can take that away from you. So what are you doing to anchor in this new energy? Are you working on yourself? Are you purifying your consciousness? Are you tapping in, right? Or are you part of the problem, right? Let's all wake up. Let's all focus on those things. Let's pull those skeletons out of the closet. I know it's uncomfortable. I'm not saying it's going to be easy in any way. Remember, that's why they call it the higher road, right? Otherwise, everybody would be doing this. So I just want to take a moment of sincere gratitude to each and every one of you. Just the fact that you clicked on this video means you're already doing this work. You're already meditating. You're already focused on yourself. We just need to go deeper. We just need to go even further than those limitations that were preset by your mind and that programming. All right, I want to say thank you all for being here. Shout out to the Inner Circle members. Shout out to everybody on the Patreon page. I seriously would not be here without you guys. Your love and support continues to really fulfill me in my heart that I've honestly never thought was possible. So thank you again, and I love each and every one of you. Namaste. I'm out. Infinite love, infinite peace.